I'm Leather Tramp. Channel is Leather Tramp Expeditions, your channel for fun and adventure in the outdoors. I thought today, while I'm out here in the backcountry on the Mantario Trail, this is Marion Lake behind me, that I would give you a little bit of a gear. I'm not much of a gear guy, I'm not much of a techie guy, I'm not nothing like that, but a lot of people do like to know what people carry on a long distance backpack trip. This trip that I'm on right now is 63 kilometers, as the crow flies. I'm a YouTuber, so I set cameras, I walk back and forth, I'd probably do double the kilometers. But regardless, this is the gear that I take. Let's bring you closer and I'll give you a show on what goes in the bag that gets me from point A to point B. All right, let's do this. Okay guys, we might as well start off with the pack that I use to carry all the gear with. So what you're looking at in front of you, the brain is inside. That's what you call the top piece, the hood, some people call it. It's called the brain. That's inside the tent, we'll get to that. But I carry a Gregory mountaineering bag. It's 110 liters plus 5. That's not including the brain. It's an old guy. It doesn't have hip pockets and all that kind of stuff like that. Attached to it, before I do forget, is my can of bear spray that I got from my sister and her family for Christmas. I'm just watching a little chipmunk run by. They're always excited when somebody's in their camp, and then they're always pissed off at the same time. I just love them guys. So anyways, back, let's not get off topic. The sleeping bag that's hanging up in the tree right there, just getting some air. That's just Coleman. It's something I got out of Canadian Tire. I think it's just it's good to 0 or +9 or something like that. I don't know. It's my summer bag, and it's all that I need. The tent. Let's see, get my lighting here. The tent is MSR Hubba Hubba NX2. You guys have seen this for years on my channel. It's the tent that I always go to. I have another tent, but nothing beats this thing. This guy's got about almost, I don't know, 1,000 nights on it. So she's old, she's got a lot of repairs on it, but she still you know, keeps me out of the storm. So moving next is our kitchen. So it's the burner is the Pocket Rocket 2. We've all seen it before. I got the MSR stand that goes underneath the MSR fuel bottle, and of course the MSR pot set. I'm only carrying one pot. I got 2 Nalgene bottles only because I was hitchhiking. I would only have used it. Normally I would just take one, but I was hitchhiking and I wasn't going down a treeless stretch of highway without having water on board. And of course, we all recognize the gallon jugger. I've made one mistake by not taking them one time, and I don't care how much I don't care what I have to go without to make sure he comes along. I like my morning coffee. All right, so let's move in here towards the tent. Okay, guys. Well, we can start off. We have the actually we had the bear spray in here. It was just the holder that was still on the backpack. So we got Saber Wild 225 gram bear deterrent. Probably what happens is you'll just spray this at them, it'll piss them off even more and kill you quicker. So whatever. But I do have it on a lanyard. Guys, this is important. Lanyard, clip this to your bag. If you're gonna, first of all, you're gonna freeze like a deer in the headlight. Second, then your heart's gonna race. You're gonna get into action. You're gonna get into action too fast. Everybody does it. And if you drop your bear spray, what's your next option? So clip it to something, man. Tether it to you, so that even if you gotta run, duck around a tree, you can pull this back into you, and then you can get a shot off. So, I mean, nobody's gonna just pull a can of bear spray out of the need their first time and get it done properly. It's not gonna happen. So, in this corner is just different stuff sacks for cooking pots, my clothes, sleeping bags, stuff like that. Beside it, rain gear, blah, blah, blah. Pretty simple stuff. I'll never leave home without your rain gear. It also acts as wind protection. It also acts as an extra layer of warmth. It'll hold a lot of warmth in your hard shells. So just keep that in mind. Try to, with your gear, try to make sure that you can use your gear for multiple tasks. Okay, so might as well just jump right into clothing next, because this is just my brain. A bandana if I need to wipe up some messes. put it around my neck, keep some sun off me, or whatever. I mean, sometimes I just drain my water through here. If I'm gonna boil water, I'm not gonna put it through my filter. Why would I wreck my filter because I'm gonna boil it anyways? So when the boiled water is boiled, then I just pour it through my bandana. Bandana catches all the shit, and life goes on. You're good. Your filters last you another trip. So in here are my clothes. What it's in here, I have I have 2 extra pairs of socks. One to sleep in, one to hike in. And then I have a pair of track pants. I have a hoodie, my North Face hoodie. You all seen that. A long sleeve shirt. That's what I sleep in. Good to go. But again, make sure that if you take a tumble into the creek, that your clothes, when you get to camp, are going to be dry. So same as your sleeping bag. Get them in a waterproof compression sack. You'll save room, and when you get to camp, doesn't matter what happens through your day, you know that you can always put on some clean, dry, warm clothes. Very important. Next, this is what we call the brain of your backpack. This is where my first aid kit goes all the time. Don't bury your first aid kit, guys, in the bottom of your bag. If you gotta drop your bag, what are you gonna have to do? Start dumping out your whole bag to get your first aid kit? That's ridiculous. I don't care who you are, it's ridiculous. Put it where you can get it. Let's say you injured your hand, you only have one hand. Now you gotta empty your bag. It doesn't make sense. Just put your first aid kit where you can immediately get to it with no problems, no hassles, no nothing. I carry also a rain fly, a condom for the whole backpack, because your bag will absorb water, and the amount of water that your bag will absorb will probably add up to around 5 pounds of extra weight that you'll have to carry. Put a rain cover on it, and you'll help save you that weight. Pretty simple. Okay, this is my food bag. I have it in this bag because usually it's just easy that I can hang it up in a tree. Like this. And what I do with my food, it's pretty much course for what everybody does when they're backpacking with their food. That's my bag of extra stuff, but we'll pull out, like, say, tomorrow's rations. Okay, so we know that we have everything in here. I got my sweetener, my coffee, I got my pepperoni stick, a couple snacks, my sardines, my dinner, my soup. So I got my breakfast, I got my lunch, I got my dinner, I got my coffee, all in one package. So in the morning or tonight, I'll have this, or I'll go get it out of the food box. This is my rations for the day. Everything else stays nice and neat, tucked away. I'm not this way. It's just a little bit of organization. In the morning, when you get your coffee and you have your breakfast, you take your snacks, you put them in your pocket, your hip belt pocket, whatever. Put your lunch. Usually I put my lunch in the brain, because this way I just got to drop it. I grab my lunch and away I go. Pretty simple, pretty fast, pretty, what's that word I'm looking for? You know, things run smoothly, whatever. So, next, of course, toilet paper. And with my toilet paper, I put my bus fare with my toilet paper. I don't know why I do that. It's just because I don't use my toilet paper too often. I don't pull it out too often. And this way I know where my bus fare is when I get back to the city after my hitchhiking. Water filter, very important. This is 50 feet of P550 cord. I use it for bear hang. I also use it for clotheslines. I've used it to hold my tent down in a gusty windstorm. Lots of uses for this. You can self-rescue with this because it's what, you know, it's used for opening or suspending your weight with a parachute. So you can self-rescue. There's a lot of uses for this. Carry some rope with you guys. Doesn't weigh very much. I got a little tiny mosquito net headdress. I don't like when the black flies are like biting the hell out of my face. I carry 3 extra lighters. I have another lighter in my kitchen. But this goes, I got a lighter for each pocket of my bag, plus one in my shorts, just in case something happens. I carry my little pocket knife, which I carry with me on the streets on a daily basis, so this is just normal to have. And in case I don't show back up at home, and they find a big pile of bear shit with this thing sticking out of it, they'll know what happened to me. That's my ID. Now I just got my headlamp, a charging cord for my headlamp, and I got my battery pack, which also runs my LED USB light for inside the tent. And I'm charging my camera battery right now. Thought I was charging my camera battery. Yeah, I'm charging my camera battery so that we can keep the show going. A pair of fake Crocs out of the dollar store. They cost like $2.50. I don't know. You wreck them, throw them out, get another pair. They're just junk. They're not very comfortable, but they're great in camp or water crossings. That's all you need them for. You don't gotta go spend all kinds of crazy money, man, to do the stuff outdoors. So, and of course, you gotta have your map. And I just put it in a Ziploc bag just in case. You know, I don't know. I'm clumsy sometimes, man, and I don't necessarily need to take a tumble and wreck my map. So it goes in to the bag like this. It's easily accessible. I can read through the plastic, and it's just, that's what you got to do. So on this trip, I don't have a compass. I forgot that, which I normally don't do. Oh yeah, of course, toiletries consists of only a sawed-off toothbrush and a tiny tube of toothpaste. That's all you need. I'm not wearing deodorant. I'm not wearing sunscreen. I'm not wearing that greasy old bug-deep shit. I can't stand that stuff, especially when you're going to go and climb into your sleeping bag at the end of the shift. To have that greasy bug spray on me, no way. No, I'm not doing it. So. That's all I carry for toiletries, is just my toothbrush, my toothpaste, and I guess it would be my toilet paper. So, and that's it, guys. I got my Thermarest, my Pro Light regular that I've been using for the last, 3 years now, I guess. It's still the same one. I haven't punctured any holes. The valve still works. I'm very impressed. It was $100 for 3 years of living. I'm pretty tickled with that. And I got this little blue foam pad that I use. I fold it in half and I put my tiny little Pertuckus on it for a little bit of comfort or to keep me out of the mud. So that's it, guys. That's the whole show right there. That's all I carry. The heaviest thing I'm carrying would be clothes and food. So it doesn't take much, guys, for you to all be able to get out, enjoy and explore the outdoors and nature. But remember, leave no trace. Have respect for nature, have respect for the animals, and have respect for the people who are coming along behind you. Okay? So, it's time for me to start some dinner and then put my feet up. But thanks for tuning in today. I really enjoy your time. Really love having you guys supporting this channel. And till the next one, get out, stay out.